In part one, we already broke down the Big U, Loose Cannon, and Brick Baby RICO case extravaganza. The one where the Alphabet Boys came knocking, talking about federal this and conspiracy that. We talked about everything. They got him tied to robbery, murder, extortion, and human trafficking. But in this one, oh yeah, now we get into the money games, the financial crimes. Apparently, Big U's been playing real-life Monopoly with people's lives and IRS paperwork. And now the feds are hitting him with the "you made too much money without letting us know" package. Let's get into it.
Other businesses and fraudulently applying for COVID loans in the form of a business relief loan. On that application, Mr. Henley falsely stated that his music label, Unique Music, operated at a $200,000 profit in 2019 and was entitled to government assistance, despite the reality that the company had operated at a loss and was ineligible for such relief.
So not only is Big U fighting those RICO demons, now the feds are pulling out tax sheets and spread forms and the little banker glasses. Because apparently, Big U told the IRS that he only had one employee at Developing Options. But then Big U hit the PPP loan people like, yo, I got 11 employees working for me, part-time, full-time, overtime. Shoot, I need that free bag the government's offering. Like, bruh, you can't lie to these people about facts and figures when they the ones that own the calculator. Now the feds are looking at his nonprofit Developing Options like, yo, this is a nonprofit for the community, but this looks like it's a for-profit for you, Big U. And let me tell you, the Development Options mission statement is inspirational as hell. Supposed to help kids in the 77th grid escape gang life with football, books, and vibes. Sounds like something Obama would donate to. But according to the feds, that whole mission was a smokescreen. You ever read something that sounds too good? Empowering you through advocacy, education, sports, and development. Nah, fam. The only thing getting developed was Big U's personal checking account. You ever read something that sounds too good to be true? Empowering the youth through advocacy, education, sports, development. Like, nah, fam. The only thing getting developed was Big U's personal checking account. So check this. In 2019, Draymond Green and Shaq and a few other NBA good guys pulled up with $100,000 in total donations. They was trying to bless the youth, build something for the future. Big U took that look like, good looking out. I'm gonna go ahead and send that straight to my Wells Fargo. And that youth football team? A published company slid $24,000 to help them get new equipment. Shoulder pads, helmets, maybe even a little Gatorade. Big U said, bet. I'm gonna give the kids $10,000 worth of gear and I'm gonna bless myself with the other $14,000. But it don't stop there. Nah, this man turned club promoters into victims too. So look, Big U was supposed to host a birthday party at Deja Vu. Told the promoters, let me get $30,000 up front and 30% of the door. But don't trip, I'm bringing T.I., Wiz Khalifa, and the whole BET Awards lineup. Promoters like, oh, that's a steal. Yeah, literally. Come the night of the event, no T.I., no Wiz, not even a local SoundCloud rapper in sight. Big U sounded like a character off the Boondocks having an end moment. I wouldn't give a run me my 30 bands or the whole club getting flipped like a futon. Now the promoter, broke and stressed and in fear for his life, is trying to negotiate like this is a flea market. Like, all right, Unc, how about 20,000 instead? Big U hit him back with, Ninja, I said 30. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send my niece to collect, and she don't come alone. Then this wild twist. This is the same promoter with ties to the dispensary that we talked about in the first part. The feds say Big U and Loose Cannon allegedly robbed that dispenser after the owner stopped paying that $25,000 a month street tax. After the robbery, bro got so scared he started paying Big U $3,500 a week like it was rent. So fast forward to the Deja Vu party. Big U shows up with the squad. No celebrities, but full intimidation. Pulled the promoter to the back like, you know why we here. Walked out with $30,000 plus 30% of the door. And guess where that charity money went? Straight to Big U's personal account. Ain't no cleats, no helmets, no community center, just vibes and a wire fraud. If you've been tuned in to the Big U and Whack 100 beef, you know the key word here is GRID program. According to the city, GRID stands for Gang Reduction and Youth Development. Translation, we give old gang members money to stop the new gang members from wilding out. But if you ask Whack 100, GRID stands for Government Resources in Disguise, also known as let me get that taxpayer money real quick. Either way, the feds ain't seen no youth development. They saw deposits, fake payrolls, and a man treating his nonprofit like it was his side hustle with health benefits. Moral of the story? Don't lie to the feds. Don't play with PPP loans. And if you say T.I. and Wiz pulling up, they better not be at home watching Netflix. And this is where it gets spicy and political. Depending on who you are in the streets, the GRID program could be considered police work or a finesse sent straight from the Lord. Some folks call it snitching, and some folks call it smart business. But everyone agrees on one thing: it pays infinitely better than working at Amazon.
That Big U in 2002 at Death Row. Here go the facts, right? The paperwork that I just got 10 days ago that whoever this YouTube sending around, right, says and that he did contracts with 77th Street Division in 2015. I learned that from that. Listen, they're not saying we're deputizing you for you to police your own community and keep the peace. Nah. We're paying you and we're giving you a BlackBerry cell phone, and you are to report the gang violence and the gang activity to the 77th Street Crash Unit. You are to meet with these lieutenants and these sergeants periodically to go over what's going on in your area. Hey, listen, bro, if y'all good with that, cool. But I understand and I know what I know about certain things, and I ain't good with it because if niggas knew what that was going on, a lot of other shit probably wouldn't have went on.
You could be an ex-gang member with 2 strikes and a mixtape, start a nonprofit from your living room, and the city of LA might just bless you with $1 million check on year 1. Bro, who needs a degree when you got street credentials and a PO that'll vouch for you? In fact, LA dropped $41 million on gang leaders and their nonprofits in just 1 year. I'm talking 2023 to 2024. Straight hood stimulus. And Big U wasn't the only one getting the bag. Every hood got a grid now. It's like 7-Elevens. They everywhere. And let's be real. The city basically said, oh, you still got influence on your block? Cool. Here's a check to keep the YNs from spending the ops until city council hours are over. But here's where it gets even goofier. All that money, nobody's checking where it's going. It's like the city's throwing bags into a black hole and praying for peace. And according to the feds, from July 2018 to 2023, Big U ran up a tab for $2.35 million, all in the name of community work. But when it was time to show the receipts, this man had nothing. No QuickBooks, no Excel sheets, not even a shoebox with scribbled numbers. Then the feds hit Big U with a subpoena, and he ran to a financial advisor like, yo, let me get some fake numbers that look real, but not too real. Big U's advisors whipped up some spreadsheets that did not satisfy the FBI. They could tell immediately that they were new and doctored. They ran back to the accountant like, when did he give you these books? And the accountant folded instantly. Oh, they ain't gave me nothing. I made these up off the top of my head like a freestyle. So now you have almost $2.5 million floating in the wind, and the feds are sitting there like, did you buy 5,000 pairs of cleats or a G-Wagon? And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, that's when the feds start pocket watching his actual personal accounts. They pulled Big U's 1099 from FX Network. Yeah, the TV people, and said, hey, you made $80,000 over 3 years and didn't pay taxes on none of it. This man really said, the government already took enough from me emotionally. They don't need the cash too. Now see, this is bigger than Big U. This whole thing low-key exposes how the city of LA acts like a cousin who's just loaning people money, never asking for it back. Bruh, y'all really gave somebody $2.35 million and didn't so much ask for a Walgreens receipt. Is Big U wildin'? Yeah. But is LA blameless? Nah. You mean to tell me you're handing out $1 million checks without no annual reports or no quarterly audits? The feds ain't even step in until 5 years later. 5. By the time they subpoenaed him in 2023, he didn't even have no fake records ready. Just excuses and a financial advisor looking confused. Like, let's be real. If the city actually said, send us your financial statements every year, this might have folded up in year 2. Instead, they let 5 fiscal year passes like, we ain't heard from him, so you must be doing good. Like, y'all ain't heard from him because he was too busy depositing y'all money in his personal accounts. So yeah, Big U might have finessed, but the city, they pretty much held the bag open like Halloween and said, hey, go ahead and get as much as you want. We believe in your vision. Now, like I said in part 1, I don't think Big U is going to be convicted of all the heinous crimes that he's being charged with. I think the feds are going to hang their hats on the money play. It's been taking mobsters down for over 60 years, and now they just unleashed it on LA gangs. But if you made it this far, click the left side of your screen right here to see why SKG might be Big U's most dangerous witness for the feds. Also, if you haven't yet, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share to be aware, put me in that algorithm because I need to be there, man. Because I know there's 10 other streamers out there doing it like me, but
Fuck that little 10.
I'm maxed out.